Faced with the utter destruction of the planet Earth, reunited aboard the Cosmic Astrological Transport, we find our survivors in the midst of a crisis. Crisis is change. Change is apocalypse.
This is a warning. This episode contains mature themes, including violence, body horror, and death. Viewer discretion is advised.
So time has dilated as you flee from the center of the black hole that just cracked Mars in half like an egg, soon to encompass the burning, molten slag that is the Earth. And then the other planets one by one, the asteroid belt zipping in, forming little pops as they disappear through the event horizon, which would normally be inaudible, except that Kitch has set the sensors to make cute little noises whenever there's something to be detected, like pop, whip, jip, and all of those noises are happening at once now as the universe whoops out of existence. But like a million bloops.
Wait, the universe or the
Wait,
planet
what?
Earth?
You mean the black hole just continued to eat everything?
Oh, not yet. It hasn't done the whole thing yet, but it sure seems to be growing on the scanners as you fly away.
Okay. Good news, bad news. Good news, bad news. Which one? There's no time. Bad news. There's a black hole. Everything's being destroyed. Good news. The universe has ever expanded. So if we can keep running at the speed of the black hole expanding, we can cheat death for as long as possible. Bad news. What kind of life is that, though?
Yeah, but if the universe is expanding slower than the black hole is getting larger, then we'll run out of universe.
This is also true.
But we'll also probably die before then because humans have very short lifespans. You can travel with our cruises.
Also, yes.
Actually, I'd rather not do that.
Oh no.
Oh, you're gonna run out of blood. Please don't drink me. Oh, I don't want this to be like that school trip that they put on TV with the mountains, and I think it's something with bees. Don't eat me. Oh, it's called Yellow Jackets. That's what it's called.
Besides for the four of you on the Cat, which is the name of the spaceship that you're traveling on, there is also a large group of rescued people, including Danielle, who is very appreciative. She's like, "Oh, I knew I could count on you, sir. I am so honored to be in your service. This has really been a harrowing experience for all of us, seeing everything that we've ever known, everyone we have ever loved, be ripped from us." And she's gonna put a hand on your ripped and torn suit from all these adventures and just be like, "But I want you to know that I appreciate everything that you've done for me."
I appreciate your service. It has been most fantastic, I would say. But I would say that we perhaps are the end of time is upon us. So I'm glad I'm here with you, and we'll see what we can do in the meantime. Let me ask you a question. Would you be interested in life as an immortal?
I think, yes, more than anything. I've been waiting for the embrace for so long.
Is Mackenzie overhearing this?
It'll
Because
make me as strong as I've always wanted to be.
Perhaps there will be a time I will embrace you as a final gift. As we,
Of course, I didn't mean to pressure you. I'm so sorry. After everything you've just done for me, how can I be useful?
perhaps you can, if you can maybe get an understanding of this vessel. It is beyond my capabilities to learn. I know it's.
I think
an
I know
alien.
just the people to talk to. Those scientists
Yeah.
back there we picked up on that
Yeah.
last research vessel from
Yes.
Mars or whatever. The
Yes.
ones who were in the dream but were also real. Well, I think a few of them might be able to figure out this ship faster than you or I. I'll go talk to them.
Excellent, excellent. As always, Danielle. And I will talk to these compatriots of ours. Then I saunter over to the rest of the group.
How quiet was that conversation relative to everybody else?
I say on a scale of 1 to 10, about a 3.
What was everybody else talking about?
I'm still probably in shock about the loss of everything I've known. So I'm going to be probably a little quiet for a little bit.
I'm reviewing my
definitely-
options.
Yeah, definitely thinking about
Everyone
our next step.
quietly overheard that whole conversation.
Definitely thinking Gabriel's a little bit of a tease. Starting to let on with the vampire thing.
It's very what we do in the shadows.
I'm
Yeah.
contacting nearby ships that I know about and asking what their course of action is.
There are nearby ships, actually. In fact, when you look up in the register of like ships and locations, there are a bunch of your faction ships reporting in, and they're all like radioing you, in fact, and they're
Oh.
like, whoa, what happened? What's going on? That whole solar system is gone? Is that true?
Yes, destroyed. Utterly destroyed.
Are you like responding to anyone in particular, or are you just responding to all of them? Yeah, that whole thing's dead. What are you saying, and to who?
Okay, I'm going to put out a channel to anyone listening. Hailing nearby ships.
You have their attention.
Okay, great. What do I definitely know? What are the definites? Oh, you know what? Kitch wouldn't care.
All right, who are you putting on TV?
I'm gonna put I mean no one else here like knows what happens.
No, of
so
course not.
no, just me.
Okay.
Yeah, they're doing their own thing. They're panicking about and like crying and stuff. So
Yeah, they would be great models for the face of the universe right now. Look at that mustache. Oh, a lot of time has gone by, so all of your hair has grown. Just like that.
yeah, that's why I made it longer. Maybe I should make it longer. But I can't remember what my ship told me what happened. Did it?
You know, there was a singularity aboard that other ship.
Yeah.
Tech had gotten so advanced that they just exploded and took out the whole planet of Mars. Now, right before this all happened, you had just been having this rather intense conversation with Cain. And Cain, the first vampire, hanging out in space, playing chess against Eustace, did seem to suggest that there was a larger game being played here. And also was the person who forcibly awakened the siblings.
Do I know that those two were first awakened?
No, but
Okay.
Gabriel does.
Okay. Well, I still have no idea what's going on. I don't know. I'll just open a channel and say, Captain Kitch turns on the camera, pushes these crying humans, and goes like, Gabriel, get over here, and like pulls you towards the camera and like says,
man.
These people are responsible. You can ask them what they did. It's their fault. I'm out.
The camera opens up on Kitch's face, just very, very close to the camera, who then says that and backs off. Gabriel, as the type of vampire that you are, you don't come through the cameras. Instead, there is a menacing, dark, echoing shadow in the form of a being that pulses in between Mew-Mew and Eustace.
Oh man, but this is a social media platform.
It sure is.
Mew-Mew is going to sober up in the face of something that she is very familiar with. And also gets very close to the camera.
When I try to speak, what does it sound like? Is it inaudible?
No, your voice comes through perfectly. You can speak to me.
Oh, I can talk. Okay. Just want to know.
I think Mackenzie says, "This is Mew-Mew of DC, formerly known as the District of Columbia on Earth, formerly the Dead Earth, DE, Dead Earth, coming at you live from the middle of space with grief and anger, and all of you better listen up and put our planet back or wreak vengeance. I want all of their skins burned off and..."
Oh man,
I don't
people are
know,
sending you a
strung
lot
up.
of messages. You don't understand this messaging app or the languages the messages are coming in, but they are pinging right up over there on the side. Like a lot of people are sending messages to you right now.
You are destroying the solar system and the universe, and we will come and destroy you. No more chess games.
Give me a gist of the messages so I can just like call it out.
The government wants you for deposition, and there is a group of traders who want Earth artifacts because there's going to be a rush on the market. They are wondering if you got any pieces of the planets because that's particularly valuable right now. And yeah, there's a million different, it ranges. It really ranges.
Okay, but like nothing like too negative. They're taking it.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is the space interweb. There are a lot of beings in the radius of you, which is news, of course, to the Earthlings in the group who thought that space was pretty empty. And
All right. I say yeah, that's good. That's good. They're eating it all up. Keep going.
in the background, there's a as Jupiter is consumed, crunched inward by this massive black hole.
If any of you have any technology to stop this singularity just devouring everything, that would be great. Send it right to our direct inbox. We accept any and all help. And if you are a universe gobbling being, Mackenzie makes a bunch of rude gestures and then goes, like and subscribe for more Earth news. That worked, right?
So, Kitch, you're from a race of people, right? That are more advanced than humans, you would say?
Kitch, the feed's still on.
It's all relative.
Do you guys know what happens when you go into a black hole?
Oh, yeah. You get meat morphed.
Meat warped? What does that mean?
Technical term.
I'll show you. Hold on. I put up a diagram. And
So it's not a portal to somewhere else, or like an alternative timeline, or another point in space, or it's not a wormhole.
oh no, you die. You die.
It just crunches you like nothing else. I'm out of ideas. Wait. I saw in a movie once where they defeated a black hole by throwing something what they called red matter, and they sucked up the other black hole with a black hole, right? Oh wait, no, it wasn't a black hole. It was the sun. But hey, they absorbed a sun exploding in a black hole. So can't we just throw another black hole and absorb a black hole? Is that, you guys don't have that technology, right?
There's a as the doors, the bridge open up, and in steps Dr. Curie. She's very professional, and she has several aliens with her, and they're all armed. Is it mutiny? Doesn't seem to be it. She seems very interested in what is going on. Why are you messaging all of these ships? We do not need the attention right now.
Attention is the best way to get help. How do you think all of the those benefit concerts, this is just like that?
All right. Does this teenager, this human teenager, speak for all of you?
What would you suggest that we do? There seems to be a peril, an imminent peril that is occurring. What else could we do in such a
I know about reality is that reality is affected by actions. And while you may be asking for technology to help in this situation, and we may be able to locate that technology back at our Void Engineer base, we do believe that there is more at stake right now. You see, like begets like, and a black hole destroying one of the primary planets that holds our union together. It was Oneronauts from the original Sol system that brought about our galactic unity.
Go on and explain this Oneronauts.
Their name has been lost to the cycles.
Does Kenzie know anything from the magic web?
Yeah, you have a cult?
Do I have a what?
Sounds like an
intelligence occult.
I have that.
Cool.
Yeah, you've been around for a while to know about things.
3 successes.
So, an Oneronaut is one who explores dreams. And you don't understand at first what she's talking about when she says cycles, but it sounds important.
What did she say? The Oneronauts were important to the Union. This cycle and the cycles, keeping the cycles together.
This pattern will always be able to be formed because it is known to us all. We can create this, what we have done here, this communication between our peoples and civil society, largely for law and order and reason. This can be reconstructed. But if this black hole does cause a string of disastrous events, a series of unfortunate events, then it's possible that all realities are consumed, not just this one.
So there is a multiverse.
We don't know if the multiverse exists simultaneously with us, or if instead it's a successionary attribute of reality. And she's an Overmost Mage with mastery of forces, and she creates images in her hands. And it's that box from that new Counting to Infinity documentary. It's on Netflix. It's really quite fun. It's about the nature of having something be actually infinite. And you start off with an apple, the apple decays, and then all the particles of the atom bounce around until they assume another form randomly. And eventually, at true infinities, it creates every possible shape in reality. Over and over again in every permutation.
So don't panic, people, and I turn off the intercom.
Oh no. All of the ships start behaving erratically. Several are approaching yours on an intercept course.
I knew you'd forget it was on. Just let it keep going.
No, this is good. Truth to the people. We'll solve this. But more people knowing the truth is how we get to the solutions. We get to the bottom of stuff. Worked on Earth.
Broadcasting me
Probably
without my
work here.
consent?
Oh
If
yeah.
Celestis
You
get a
knew
hold
it
of that
was-
information, they'll immediately, and another star winks out.
Hey, you're the one
So-
that barged in. We were in the middle of a call, so not on me.
Dr. Curie, where's your void engineer headquarters or base? Where were you trying to get to?
We have a number of different installations, but central to all of them, in this area at least, is Alpha Centauri. It's a triple star, though. Alpha Centauri is 3 stars at once. And the Proxima Centauri is closest to us. The Alpha Centauri is a binary star. It's these 2 stars that circle each other.
Are
All right.
double stars worse for vampires than normal solar stars?
That's too bad.
Hmm.
Maybe. You've never been inside another sun.
Only one way to find it. I would assume so. I don't want to test it too much. I would think it would be, yes.
Follow-up
Star.
vampire question. Can you only eat humans? Because there's very few of us left. And I think there should be not any more vampires if that is the case, because supply demand is very limited right now. And I like having my blood inside my body.
I do grow more hungry, but I've got something here.
We have innovators and we can come up with a solution to your problem. All of them. I will be available on what I have construed to be your lower decks or whatever that soft room is. That's where we all are. And I must admit, this is a very impressive vessel.
Why, thank you. I didn't even know you were on it.
You all distress me quite reasonably, and she's gonna leave.
Who was that?
It's Dr. Curie.
Have I met her
She was in
before?
the hologram and then was actually not in just the virtual reality, but in real life.
Yes, she seems to be a foe to the antagonist that we are engaged with. So I took it upon myself to recruit her and recruit her into our fold. Seems like a valuable person. Seems very knowledgeable of what's going on.
Sure.
I think she'll be a valuable ally moving forward.
Well, she
So-
likes my ship.
If you are headed in that direction to this nearest star, it is going to take you a few hours to reach it. Even though it is 4 light years away. Anyhow, no big deal.
Yeah, I was like, what a speed we're going here.
Yeah,
So
she's
fast.
fast. It is kind of mind-bending. Not paying attention to it, don't notice it. It just happens. Kitch, you take it for granted. Most other people can't read the sensors, but yeah, you must be going impossibly fast.
I'm gonna check on my my little plant.
Oh yeah, you got a plant and a rainbow.
So, you check on the sensors because the plant is missing,
Oh,
and so is the rainbow. Roll roll me a intelligence computers check.
Hypertech. Is it hypertech?
You could instead use hypertech, because instead of using the computers on your ship, you would pull out a gizmo to scan for them.
Okay, great. That's a 7 then.
Great.
1 success.
So with 1 success, you get a bio reading coming from inside the ship. You'll have to get closer to be able to identify it more clearly. It's not those people that you picked up. You have their life signatures. Those are clear. This one is kind of fuzzy. You don't think it could be rainbow, but it could be plant.
What room is it in?
You know, your ship has a very hard time understanding where its own rooms are because of the multiples, the fold, basically. So it gets a little timey-wimey inside your ship, and it's pretty sure that it's near the personal quarters.
Okay. I'll be right back while you figure this out, and I leave.
How are we supposed to figure this out?
I think we need to go to Dr. Carey's office and let them take the lead on this one.
I mean, I hate to say we're mere earthlings, but we're mere earthlings.
Are we in the Alpha Centauri system yet? No, but it'll be a few hours. 2 hours? Or so? More or less. Okay.
Kenzie has just remembered that she's actually Mage, and that I have just remembered that this is a Mage character.
Could you use your fate-wielding abilities to perhaps alter what we're experiencing or what's happening in any way?
That's a great idea. If anyone who could possibly teach me how to be an awesome wizard wasn't dead, I'd probably be better at it. But I've seen a gray baby. I can look into the fabric of reality. And Kenzie's gonna kind of sit.
The gray baby.
What? Gray baby?
I like the idea of a gray baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Plus-
Eustace's gray baby.
That's right.
Eustace, did you have a baby?
No.
I'm trying to figure it out because it was a dead baby. So I really hope you didn't pressure anyone or.
No, come on.
That's right. You'd never get a date. Kenzie's gonna just sit and start to meditate or attempt to what annoying little sisters think of as meditating.
I just get like red in the face and I'm like really thinking about saying something mean, but I'm just like, no. I just turn around.
It's a small bridge.
Yeah, I just face my back to her and just like pout a little bit.
I'm like, don't worry. I would never judge you.
The two of you roll your gnosis. Just your gnosis.
What are you looking for? Because I got no successes.
I got
Okay.
1.
Interesting. As you are next to Mew-Mew, almost back to back, you get this pulsing sensation that courses through you. And you see your sister, Kenzie, just like as a focal point for all of your reality. You feel this overwhelming connection to her. And as you are experiencing that, You gain time 3 magic.
What? Okay. Cool.
Oh man, I had time magic.
What was your time magic before?
I didn't have time magic.
Wow.
I'm probably breaking a rule in the game because my gnosis is only 2. But
No, it just happens.
yeah, cool. Yeah.
As it happens, in fact, roll your new gnosis plus time.
1 success.
With 1 success, there's so many things happening at once inside your existence at this moment that when you come away from it, it's like trying to fill your hands with water and it's sleeping through. You're losing most of it, so you're trying to drink what you can. And what you can see is that there is the ticking of a clock counting down, and you can feel the pull of the time that you spent growing out your mustache locked inside that futuristic prison. It has wound you up like a powerful spring and charged you full of time where your magic has been expanding without you being there. You can roll further spells to investigate. But before that happens, we're going to cut back to Captain Kitch, who, Kitch, it's in the showers.
Yeah, I'll go in, assuming it's my plant friend, and say, come out, wherever you are.
There's a sound of something shifting above the showers. And you can see that the top of the shower is just destroyed outwards. The stone has fallen to the bottom. And yeah, it's a stone shower in space, inside your spaceship. What of it? Inside the roof cavity of this chamber that it has, apparently, is a thing, you would say. It has a biosignature.
I love things.
And if you want to roll a identify spell, you can identify what it is.
I whip out my Pokédex. Dimensional science. Knowing aliens. I get to ask a number of questions. It's hypertech.
All right, roll your hypertech plus. It's not called spirit in this game. It's called
dimensional science.
Dimensional science.
Yeah. 0 successes. It's not in my Pokédex.
When you try to scan it, it comes back as like a strange thing that you don't understand.
Ooh,
it could be a rare alien.
Yeah, totally. It's a rare alien. Oh, this could get me a lot of credits, and I need credits. I still have a hole in my ship.
Sorry about your solar system.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what I do best and capture it because my vice is greedy.
Regain a willpower as you rush in. Are you running into the ceiling?
I have some like trapping stuff. I got Fool's Rush in, so I'll do that. I spray myself with a perfume. Well then I'll rush in, but I'm gonna be like, here, kitty key, come on out. And like kind of like pull at its leg or one of its tentacles, whatever it is.
Okay, its tentacle is not just like hanging there for you to grab, so you kind of enter into its space. And as you do, you look up, and all around you, covering the water pipes, which have broken open here.
Man, you're gonna pay for this.
A massive, massive many eyes all blinking at once. Plant covered in scrunchies. This plant is marked as an alien that you cannot identify because the quantity of scrunchies all over its body.
Oh, so the scrunchies messed up my scanning device. Got it. Well, I look at the multiple eyes and I say, wow, you have flourished.
As you say that, suddenly it all glows with rainbows. And what you see is that the rainbows in the plants have actually made rainbow plant babies, and they open up their multicolored eyes.
Oh my gosh, a new extraplanetary species.
It's the gold mine.
I feel like a mother. You guys, I have had children. I'm a mommy. I'm gonna like hold one and like cradle it in my hand and like pet the scrunchie and just like give them all a bunch of kisses because I'm gonna make so much money off of them.
Yeah, roll me a stamina check.
Okay. There you go.
Resolve stamina.
Resolve stamina. And stamina. That's 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you scoop it up, you give it kisses, then what do you do?
I mean, I'm gonna talk to the parents and be like, they're probably here because of the water.
Yeah.
But they're also breaking everything because there's not much space here. Okay, let's work this out. I'm gonna put you in a bigger room and we'll funnel the shower water into that room so you have more space.
This garden project is more than a 2-hour job.
Just stay there. Congratulations, and I leave.
All right, back on the bridge. 2 hours is a lot of time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We have 2 hours. Am I back on the bridge?
Not quite yet, but
Okay.
at an opportune moment, probably the most awkward one in the scene, that's when you'll arrive.
Well, Mackenzie's been trying to do magic to figure out, like, kind of thinking, I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. And hopefully do something similar to serendipity, as I don't know what to do. What should I do? Kind of magic.
Yeah, roll it. Fate plus Gnosis. Do you want to spend a willpower on this?
No, because I have very little. I'm actually injured.
Oh, how injured? What kind?
Got 2 lethal and 2 dashing, and 1 left.
The good news is that the bashing is gone.
Yay.
In fact, everyone's bashing is gone. Except for Gabriel's, who needs to spend blood to do it. Are you even injured? Are you just doing fine?
Who, Gabriel? Let's see. Oh, I have some bashing on me, but I could just go up. Seems fun to just walk around with it for a little.
Just some cosmetic damage.
Yeah. Feels good. It feels.
Roll normal and get 1 success.
On serendipity. You don't know a lot about magic. You know what it feels like and you get this feeling in this room here. You really sense that there is something momentous happening, and you feel it mostly about Eustace. There's like, off of your brother's body is this energy of pure fate and destiny.
There's no sign of the dead baby. Eustace, I think you're a lot more than the dead baby. I don't think you have to worry about dates because you're just covered in fate. You are like destined. I don't know what. It might be, maybe it's because you played chess with the devil and you sold your soul, and this is the outcome when you play chess with the devil. But yeah, do you feel magical? Because there's something weird going on with you.
What's with this obsession about this dead baby? Where
I don't
did this
know.
dead
It showed up
baby come
twice.
from?
You're like, I don't know. Aura is a dead baby. I don't make up the magic rules.
My aura is a dead baby.
I mean, not right now. Right now, it's kind of like glowy, shimmery, like wah, 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 power. But sometimes it's a dead baby. So maybe it's like mood-based.
I don't know. Like I feel like this energy, like this magic, but I can't even control it. I can't even fathom it. It's so frustrating because I keep thinking about how it started, and just now I feel, just like a moment ago, I felt like a little bit stronger from all the, like, with all more magic, but now I can't. Like, I remember that I went through this event that spurred on the first time, but this time it just feels like it just happened out of nowhere. And I'm like obsessing about what could have happened to bring it on just now. But you bringing up the chess match with Cain, maybe that did it. I don't know. But that's the thing. Was a vampire. So what does he have to do with mages? I mean, he's old, sure, but how is that? I don't know. I have no idea.
You say you had a chess match with a vampire named Cain?
I mean, he said his name was Cain. If he was
Well,
really
looked
Cain.
pretty dead.
Yeah.
Weird. Like, not that you look dead and weird, but
He looked old.
yes, old.
Yeah.
Not in the wrinkly way, just like the, pillar of the universe old way.
Did you feel his presence? Did you feel an ancient presence radiate off of him?
I don't know about ancient presence, but he definitely emanated like power.
Didn't he also say he'd been around for like a long time?
Did he say that? I don't even. It was more affixed to all the alarms and stuff going off.
There's been a lot going on, to be fair.
Perhaps if this was truly the end of Earth and the world, and maybe the end of all of reality, then I think it could have been the true Cain, the first vampire. I think this is monumental. Perhaps this is a moment, and he could have helped awaken more magic inside of both of you. I sense much strength radiating off of you. I can smell it in your blood. In both of you.
And that is when Kitch walks in.
Yeah, it's like,
I can smell it in your blood.
Sorry. I can control myself for a while.
Good news, everyone.
Awkward.
I'm a grandmother. You can congratulate me by fixing my pipes.
What? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hashtag grandma.
Yes, I'm so proud. The the two specimens I had collected mated, and now I have a third specimen, rainbow one-eyed plants, and there are so many of them. They took over the bathroom, so I'm gonna move them all to a bigger room and also funnel the water through it. Anyone want to do boring work?
Does this mean there's not going to be a bathroom?
What is your goal with these plants? What are you going to do with them?
I'm gonna make so much money on them. They're a whole new cross species that hasn't been sold yet, and I'm the first person to get them, and I have so many of them. We're gonna be rich. We're gonna be rich.
You're gonna sell your grandbabies?
Yes, they're gonna make me so much money. Captain Kitch is like on the like tearing up. They're just so incredibly happy.
Mackenzie is so incredibly disappointed about the rampant capitalism outside of their solar system.
Are they dangerous?
Who knows? I kissed one and I was fine. I should actually take all the scrunchies off and actually scan them though. That's a good idea. Well, if you want to help, I'll be where the water is. Kitch marches back out.
Yeah, Kenzie's gonna help. She's a pretty off-put by having the vampire be able to smell her blood. There's been a lot of death going on, and they don't like that idea. Not taking it personally, but gonna go help out with the plants.
I
So
want to go see these plants. But
Cue montage.
I don't care anything about the plants, but I'm definitely more concerned about that moment that I sort of lost, like sort of slipped through my fingers. I'm very curious about Mackenzie kept talking about this dead baby, so I kind of want to not sort of using my newfound time magic, sort of unintentionally just think back through my own timeline, sort of scry about a dead baby. Like, what in my timeline?
It's time plus gnosis.
Yeah.
Plus death, but it's not, you don't add death, it's just death is also involved. Meanwhile, turns out getting the scrunchies off the plants is a tougher job than expected. Mew-Mew's trying to get scrunchies off. Gabriel is behind. Mew-Mew's a little bit nervous, and Gabriel just takes his scrunchie off, and then the plant reacts and starts freaking out. So you all have to wrestle a plant or try to sing it to sleep.
What do you roll? Presence expression?
Yeah, I think presence expression.
Yeah, let's sing them the very well-known children's lullaby, Barak Laufik.
Interstellarly known.
Yeah.
How does that one go again?
You don't want to hear me sing in real life. What am I rolling? Persuasion?
No, it's expression.
Okay, fools run in. Fools rush.
That's right, you don't take any untrained penalties.
Mackenzie's singing game either. She did not get any successes.
I would like to wrestle these plants.
That's what it turns into. So, after the singing fails, it's more of like a scrunchy wrestling match.
Hold on, I still need to do my protect. I got 2 successes on Fool's Rush In, so I get 2 dice for this song. And I got An 8 and a 9. They fall asleep.
I think it's a combined, we're wrestling this plant as it's falling asleep. Mew-Mew, the singing does not go well. And it's a process. It's definitely going to take quite a bit of time dragging. It turns out that the plants are interconnected, but they can also separate. So when you drag a whole bunch of them down the hallway, sometimes half of them break off and then run back up to the top of the shower.
That's cool.
And then they immediately start dispensing scrunchies and put them all over their body.
You know, I can turn off the scrunchy feature, but I let it happen.
Give me those. Take this off.
Fancy,
No.
fancy, fancy, fancy.
Looks good on you.
Why don't we just keep the scrunchies on? They're fancy plants.
Yeah, right? Oh man, now I want to just grab my bag of scrunchies and put it all over myself.
So many. Why do they
Yeah,
like
back
this?
to the dead baby? We gotta just talk real quick. Successes on that roll. Trevor?
Trevor?
Sorry, I got 3 successes on that roll.
Oh, wow. Okay. You have not seen, nor have you ever been, a dead baby. But as you think about it, something feels off. You look at the background to all of the images that you're viewing, and you see it when you kind of unfocus your eyes. All the images blur together into a ghastly, pallid, dead baby face. And it's staring right at you with its little dead eyes. And what's your wits?
2.
Roll me a wits plus composure check.
Uh, 2 successes.
It is you. As a baby. Dead.
Was I never supposed to be alive? Did somehow my fate? Or is that another timeline?
You definitely get the feeling like something like that is going on. The dead baby is important. It's tied to you. It's staring into your soul. It wants to be known. You feel like this is an entity. You feel like you're encountering an entity right now.
But it's dead. Can I talk to him? Who are you?
No response. It doesn't seem to be able to communicate in the same way that we can.
Can I try to like go up and sort of like touch it?
You can't. It's like you're looking through your past, and it was in casting the spell when you started to see it. You think that it's not a physical thing. It's like an imprint on the images of your eyes.
Can I use death magic to try to sort of scry its soul or spirit? Or is that, I guess that's spirit. Or
No, you can use death magic.
And you could figure out why the baby died too.
Ooh,
Like how.
oh, that's a good idea. But I got 2 successes on that death roll. What can I convey from that?
As you look at the baby, just one baby dying one death is some amount of death. But this baby has more death on it, so much more death on it than Gabriel does. And Gabriel is the darkest person you've seen in terms of death aura.
What? Is
And as for how it died, it doesn't appear to be viable. It doesn't appear to be big enough to be born.
was I ever told from my mom about like any complications with my pregnancy or any things that happened when I was young?
Roll an intelligence plus composure check to think back on your childhood.
One success.
The Wards were a very well-to-do family. Lots of big parties. Important guests, politicians. And you didn't get a lot of the personal details that you saw other families getting because the sibling rivalry was really quite intense. And the Wards were all jockeying for position, essentially, in the family hierarchy. But you remember one time when you met with your grandmother, Eugenia, in her parlor. And she told you that your birth was a difficult one. You remember that suddenly vividly as you think back on it. Do you want to rewind your timeline and look at your birth?
Hell yeah, I do. This is going to be really weird. Yeah. I got 2 successes on rewinding my timeline.
With 2 successes, you see the moment that you were born. And your mother has a pained look. There's a tiny little baby born into your father's arms. He's looking down. There's medical staff here. And as you are looking at this thing, what arcana do you have? You've got time, death,
And matter.
and matter. You, baby you, is just glowing with power in your sights.
Does it seem like anyone else sees it, or is it just me?
Just you. You're looking back through your own memories. Your family doesn't seem to react. You're snapped back to reality as Kitch and the rest of the plant crew come back to the bridge you've almost reached. Wow. Alpha Centauri A.
I've never seen so many scrunchies in my entire life.
I didn't realize that I had this many until I took them all out.
That's what happens when you keep pressing fancy.
Amazing.
Oh man. All right. Well, there it is. in between two binary stars. It's a third non-moving star surrounded by a Dyson sphere. The Dyson sphere is easily 3 times the size of a star, and you've heard about the Copernicus Research Center, but you've never been. The COP is a state-of-the-art techno-mage utopia. It's got everything that you could ever need. You don't need Earth. You could fit 100 billion Earths inside this technosphere, where there's all different beings, and some of those beings would pay dearly for your cargo. Curie, who is now also on the bridge, really wants you to land down on a certain area of the Dyson sphere. She wants you to meet with essentially the government, and like they'll take care of you. And kind of like as she's proposing this, she's gonna hand a little disc over to Gabriel. If you slide the outer ring, it should be able to create a field of darkness that can sustain you and protect you from any sunlight.
If I slide on this device, just like this. Okay. I'm sorry, what does it look like? What is it? What
it's a disc. It's this little disc. It doesn't really have any discernible features except for that it's round. It's about the size of your palm. It's silver.
And okay. And what do I do?
If you slide your finger around the edge, it will establish a field.
All right, I do that.
It is a cloak of shadows. It is pulling distilled midnight around yourself. It's like a barrier. It's thick. It actually kind of obscures your vision, and it'll be even bigger penalties when you're in the sun. You will not be burned by sunlight, you think, with this active, but it doesn't mean that it'll be pleasant. It will still be an unnerving experience for you to be out in the sun.
See, gracias, Dr. Curie. Thank you.
Just checking that there's not a bean problem on this planet.
Is that bean thing real in the real universe? Kitch, explain this to me. Does this happen in the real, outside of that, como se dice, Matrix? That's a film, right? That we were in, some kind of película movie.
Yeah, Matrix rebooted, re-beamed. Something. Some Matrix pun. I'm far away from Earth. I don't have my pun abilities.
But have you encountered beings that were explosive in any way in real life?
No.
All right. You seemed here. All right. Well, there should be no being problem. I would think.
I'm asked Curie.
About the
She
beans?
Yeah.
What? No, that doesn't make any sense at all. Wait a minute. Your shared fantasy was about beans?
Yeah. See.
You know, that's highly illogical. Why would they have included that as part of the design? Seems like an obvious programming flaw.
I'm the least knowledgeable person about computers, especially advanced computer simulation devices. I don't know why they would choose beans.
Well, it's really more of a storytelling rather than a coding issue, isn't it? Why have a focal point in the narrative be beans? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Perhaps distraction. The beans always seem to occur to be a point of distraction when you were focusing on something. Beams would explode. And so on. Perhaps they were used to distract us in the narrative of the fictional universe. That makes sense.
Maybe it symbolizes their fear of the only true dangerous beings out there, human beings.
There's a
That
cult
is
of their own. From
I miss
that,
my audience.
even the space aliens get a bad pun.
All right, I'll try to pilot this thing. My ship. So it's pilot and plus what?
Plus your dexterity.
Okay. That is 5 dice. And 1 success. Buckle up or hold on to something.
So the way the Dyson sphere is built, the light from the sun is entirely captured on the inside surface of this world. It makes the sun impossible to see from the outside. And as you enter into a port, there's a huge, like, not quite mile thick wall, but pretty close to, just to get into the inside mechanism, which closes an airlock, which is again massive, and there is activity everywhere around you. This place is alive. It's moving. Mechanical robots, alien beings, it's all here. There are humans as well, or beings that look like Kitch at least. And some of them have scrunchies, not nearly as many none of them has as many scrunchies as Kitch. Kitch clearly has the most scrunchies of any being that you see on this station.
Yeah.
And once you get all the way inside, it's a paradise where it's always daylight. There are fields, and you can see so far in any direction because the air is so clear and clean. In the sky above you, there are winking facilities floating in the gravitational field in between the star and the ground below it. And the star itself is moving, and it's moving in an erratic pattern. It's doing loop-de-loops, curving in on itself. Clearly magic. The whole world here is brimming with it. And the people, athletic people, large aliens who have assembled here. Kitch, you recognize many of these people because they are your co-workers. The Neutralization Specialist Corps. You don't like any of them. They're all out for your bounty. They're kind of jerks.
You can't see my eyes, but they are rolling so far back in my head.
The NSC.
Curie says, we need to take them into the facility if we can, and they're going to part and let you through.
We're really not the last humans? Why are there humans out here? Or maybe Kitch isn't a human. Why are there so many humanoids in this? I've never even... Kenzie is just overwhelmed by this, like the most sci-fi things. She's thought she's seen as much sci-fi as she ever would in her lifetime, and this is just blowing her mind.
As you say that, and the elevator opens up into, it's like you went up a level, but it's still just fields on this level. Every level of this world is green and growing, and standing here in these golden fields of wheat and berries is a unicorn. An extremely familiar looking unicorn. To you, Kenzie. You feel its energy and you know that it's the same one.
Oh, immediately goes and like skip, run, prances over, just kind of like not screaming, but making the screaming face.
And there's a moment where the unicorn is like skeptical. And then it's all about it. It's bounding towards you, and you meet in the middle, and you embrace its rainbow mane falling over your shoulders.
This is the best day of my life, even though my everything is gone and dead and burned. At least I have you, and I was holding the unicorn in my hands. How did you get here? How did you escape? Why are you out in space? There's unicorns in space. And I'm just looking at its beautiful, beautiful face. What are you doing here?
I've been here the whole time, waiting for you. Also, side note to everyone else, only Kenzie sees the unicorn.
Great.
Just like the gray baby.
I don't know that you can't see it.
That's right.
The whole time, but then how are you also underground? Can you like temporal phase?
I have to show you something. You need to follow me through these fields.
Can I ride the unicorn?
Not this time. Soon we will ride to battle once more against forces unseen.
I am ready.
As we usher in a new reality.
Did we all see something different?
Better than this one.
Yeah, what are we?
What are you curious as Mew-Mew? Are you running into the field?
Yeah, I was like
Yeah, all right.
running, skipping, like you know that slow motion, like arms moving on the beach, but like it's not slow motion, so I'm just very very awkwardly running across the field.
So that happens.
Yeah, that's what it. Yeah.
And I think before we wrap the session, I want to know from each of the other players either what you are thinking or what you are doing in this moment.
Oh no, I'm observing this, and then if Kenzie starts to like go off in a different direction, I'm going to follow and also vocalize. What are you doing? Where are you going? What's happening?
Kenzie is
Why
off.
are you running? Why are you running like that? Yeah, that's all. That's basically it.
Is Dr. Curie with us? She is, right?
Yeah, she's very startled.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually. I'm still like I'm actually gonna, when the session's over, I'm gonna see if I can give my character a new obsession about figuring out what the whole dead baby thing means. But I'm gonna go to Curie and ask her. So the aeronauts, the first one said was lost to the cycles, but exactly is the cycles?
Perfect ending for that. And Kitch.
After everyone leaves Kitch's ship, she is locking it up tight, putting security measures and other parameters up so that it's extra protected, very fortified. And I'm actually going straight to the rare unusual, rare and unusual aliens department to make a deal. That's right, I split the party. I am so greedy and I have to sell this stuff before my dirty compatriots on this planet find out what a gold mine I have on my ship and try to jump me, because they will.
All
They're
right.
rude.
And though I am not going to answer Trevor's very practical question that he asked that NPC, I am going to answer in full detail how turning in the rainbow plant monster goes. No one's ever found it. It's worth quadrillions of credits, more money than you have ever had before. Actually, the planet that was destroyed next to Earth, the other solar system, was where the plants came from. So that means that it's super rare. Everybody wants it. You can make more of it. You're looking on buying planets at this point. You have
rich.
resources 5 now.
Yes. Oh, you guys, when you come back to my ship, it's going to be top notch.
You know what?
Dope.
You have resources 7.
Whoa.
Whoa. I thought it was going to go to 6. 7. Damn.
Where is resources?
It's a merit, so it's not on your sheet.
Oh,
You're
okay.
gonna write it in.
Cool. This has been, I just like payday of my life. So happy.
You can tell by your festive outfit.
Yeah.
You all get a beat for playing, a beat for getting to this new location, a beat for making a plan. And you know what? I think it's just everybody gets 2 experience points. Forget about all those beats. It's just 2 straight experience points. Right in the get a bunch of juice fund.
I'm gonna get some unicorn juice.
Unicorn juice.
You'll never see me again.
Unicorn.
That's good. I thought that unicorn was real. It wasn't. Or is it?
Or is it?
Yeah. What is reality? I just can't perceive it. Doesn't mean it's not real.
It's like those dang beans. What does it all means? I love that no one's figured out the twist yet. There's maybe more than one, but there's one real big one.
You better not tell me that my millions and billions of money is not real.
Oh.
I will be so upset.
We should cut it there, probably.
No.
Oh no, what is she going to say? Is it going to be helpful?
Like and subscribe.